Here it is. Let's find out if 3 months waiting is worth it. But I've decided to keep this truck. And in deciding to keep the truck, I've decided to do a couple of upgrades to make it just a little bit extra, especially as I've had it for 2 years, something to spice it up. So we'll be doing a little bit of interior upgrades. We'll be doing a little bit of exterior upgrades, both for performance and cosmetics. And while I'm not going to tune the truck or do anything crazy, I am looking into some of the stuff from Banks. One of the products that they've had just tons of success with is the cold air intake. So if you go here and look at the intakes for the cold air intake for the Gen 2 L5P, people are really raving about what you can get from an MPG perspective and from a performance perspective. In the past, I've run pedal monsters, and while I like them, I just don't really know if I want to go that route on this one. I don't want to run a Derringer. I do have the iDash just to kind of help me understand when the truck regens, but I really did want a little bit more power and, more importantly, a little bit more MPG. So right now, and we'll do some videos when we do the install, but what I wanted was a little bit more MPG because I'm getting around 14.2, kind of mixed driving. And on a road trip, if I'm going 75, I can get 18-ish. But if I'm going 80, 85, 90, then averages out kind of right around 16, 17, kind of in that realm. So let me show you what I bought and a couple of things just to look out for. So I do have the diesel. So I have the 2024 GMC Sierra 3500 6.6 liter diesel. And this is the gram air intake that I got. So let's configure it. There is a couple of things to note about this. Number one is this right here is what everybody is talking about. So a normal cold air intake, I've done them on previous cars, doesn't necessarily do that much to either power or MPG. But with the Banks cold air intake for the Gen 2 L5P, they did do this mass airflow sensor upgrade, so the truck can actually communicate with the increased volume of air. One of the reasons I also went to go do this is you can see they're having a pretty good sale on this right now, and then JB Reviews is actually the code that I use. So JB Reviews, you can go check out his channel. He's one of the ones that actually inspired me to do this. I got another 10% off. So I think I did about $470-ish pre-tax and about $490 post-tax. A couple of things to just notice when you order this. You do have to be really specific with the years. Even though the Gen 2 L5P is the same mostly between 2024 and now, they are slightly different. So 2024 is slightly different than 2025. So you do have to make sure you choose the right year. Second, and this one got me, is the oil filtered and the dry filter. For me, especially because I live in a really dusty climate where there's a lot of kind of dust in the air and just kind of crud in the air anyways, I like to run a dry filter. I know it's not, washable and reusable, but when I ordered it, I didn't really realize when I was checking out there was an option here. The oiled filter is nice because it's reusable, you can clean it, etc. But I do like to run the dry filter. I also feel, and this is just personal opinion, that less things are likely to get sucked into the engine. Again, I'm sure they test this, but for me, I've always run dry filter. That's what I wanted to run. So make sure you click the dry filter. If you're like me, maybe you do your own research and you find the oil filter is right for you. Later in the video, or maybe in the next video, we'll see, I'm going to jump over and actually show you the install and do some before and after driving and impressions. But what I've read online is a lot of people are getting 2, 3, 4 mile an hour increases in their MPG just by adding this. And I would say if it was a normal cold air intake, I would call that a little bit of an exaggeration, except in this case where you're getting the mass airflow sensor kind of dongle here, I guess, for lack of a better term, I could actually see it. So anyways, I just ordered this a couple of days ago. It should come in the next week and a half. They did mention that it is on back order, so I might not get it right away. But when it comes, I'll be throwing it on the truck. I'll give you my impressions, and I'll give you some before and after, so stay tuned. Here it is. Let's find out if 3 months waiting is worth it. This is my Banks cold air intake for my 2024 diesel Duramax GMC. Let's find out what comes in the box. This is a little bit of an unboxing video. I'm actually not going to install it in this video, but I ordered this, what was it? I think it was a week before Black Friday, so it is the 1st of March, so that means that I waited for this for about 3 months. Now, I actually almost canceled this because I was waiting so long and I started to have second thoughts about whether or not it was actually worth it. But I saw tons of reviews. I think I mentioned this in the video where I ordered it, or earlier in the video when I ordered it. But I've seen tons of reviews where this is absolutely worth it. I think it kind of wakes up the engine a little bit, gives you a little bit better fuel economy. It wakes up the engine a little bit and gives you a little bit better fuel economy. So let's see what actually comes in the box. So here you have a couple of things. So we have just kind of some of our elbows. This looks like some clamps. Elbows and clamps. Here we actually have kind of the housing. Again, the airbox housing. This is the dry air filter. So everything's pretty nicely packaged. It's pretty nicely packaged. I would say that what I'm assuming is going to be in here as well, which is the magic ticket. Yes, it's right here. All right, so this is kind of really what all the fuss is about when it comes time to the Banks cold air intake system. So most of the cold air intakes for these trucks don't really do a whole lot, but this actually plugs into your mass airflow sensor. So I talked about it, I think, again, earlier in the video. But this will plug into your mass airflow sensor and actually help the truck recognize that it has a cold air intake and do a little bit better job. I'll be installing this on the truck. I probably won't do an install video. You can comment down below if you want me to do an install video. So comment on this video. If that's something you'd like to see, I'm happy to do it. However, there are a few other videos out there. So what I'm planning on doing is actually giving you more a review on whether or not it's worth it. This is not that expensive, but it's also not the cheapest thing in the world. So I think I paid, because it was Black Friday, I paid about $4.90 something, all said and done. So this is what comes in the box. I'm going to do a review and say, is it actually worth it to spend close to $500 on a cold air intake? How many miles you'd actually have to probably drive in order to get the benefit from an ROI perspective, assuming that I actually am going to get those MPG gains. So I'll put this on the truck and I'll do a review. But in this video, if you want to go down to the comment sections, if you'd like to see an install video, like I said, there's a few of them out there, but I'm happy to do an install video and show you what it actually takes to get this installed. Otherwise, I'll put this on the truck and then give you my review. So please comment, like, subscribe, again, if it's something you want to see me do. Otherwise, stay tuned for the full review on if this is actually money well spent.